I think the coaches that I had coming up are who inspired me to coach. I mean, it's something that I've always wanted to do, and so I would have to say from Little League baseball all the way up through high school and college, it was the coaches that I played for.
You know, I go back to my high school coach, John Williams. I just saw how much he gave back to the kids and how much he inspired me to be the kind of young man that I am, the young man that I've grown up to be. And I'm gonna have to go back and say it was my high school coach, John Williams.
It was a great group of coaches back in my junior high, and then like for my whole high school career, I had a great group of coaches. So that's who inspired me. Of course, you know, if I can't go into names, I might forget someone, but all of my coaches throughout my Pee Wee football to my junior high and through my high school, you know, I felt like there was a great group of men who inspired me to be a coach.
The person who inspired me the most was a guy by the name of Norman Joseph. And Norman recruited me in high school, and I was able to play for him at Belhaven University. So, you know, he taught me about the game. It's more than just throwing and catching and tackling. It's about character. It's about how you carry yourself. It's about how you treat people. So I give all that to Norman Joseph, who taught me and helped me get started in my first job.
When I played here, I was fortunate to play for some really good coaches. Steve Campbell, Kenny Edenfield, who's at Troy. When I was in high school, I had really good football coaches: Lee Bramlett, David Varnell, Billy Coon, Ted Milton. And a lot of those guys, I guess, looking back on it, they inspired me to be a coach.
Dale Watts, local Brookhaven Academy guy. I played for him at Brookhaven Academy. Was real into you, up in your face kind of guy. Was coaching real strict and everything. Motivated me, got me into liking sports and everything, and coaching and that kind of thing. And I actually looked up to him, and it wasn't until my freshman year of college I really decided I wanted to be a coach. But he probably was one of the biggest inspirations to coach.
Country music, all kinds of country music.
Most of the time my radio is turned off and I'm driving with no music on at all, and I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just thinking.
Coach Bowman ain't that old, so what's in my CD player might be the same stuff as would be in a CD player. Probably listen to Meek Mills. You know, I feel like he's a good rapper, and you know, I gotta go with old school. I mellow it down, you know, at that time. So whatever fits.
I try to get some music that calm me, you know, some gospel music or just R&B music, you know, something that has a good sound, basically, and just get you in the mood to do what you gotta do. And my preference is pretty much R&B, gospel, any type of soul type. So.
Right now I got a little Jamie Johnson, just old classical country. A lot of it's going to depend on what mood I'm in. Sometimes if I got a long way to ride, I'll find some 70s, Creedence Clearwater, that kind of stuff, just to kind of relax to.
So it depends on what kind of morning it is and everything like that. If it's just a foggy morning and things, probably some country music. Later in the evening, it may turn to a little bit of hip hop music. It just changes throughout the day and kind of with the weather.